Hi, I'm Latar.
Hi, I'm Yasmin.
This is Pieces
Pieces
of
of
Our
Our
Thoughts
Thoughts podcast.
podcast. We're back with another episode 3. We're here today. We're free flowing today, by the way, guys. Definitely free flowing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, I guess, off the top of my head, I want to talk about my healing, like the journey, because I have seen a lot of things I'm gonna say this whole week. I'm gonna say last week too. They say that nature gives you signs of where you at
Mm-hmm.
in your journey. And let me tell you, this whole time I've been seeing snakes, bunnies, and birds. And it's been a beautiful experience, even with the snakes, because I don't really have a connection with snakes. I feel like we should though, because a lot of people use snakes as something that's evil. Snakes is very big on femininity, transformation, healing. Now, this is what I kind of understand the animal, talk and how they say about different animals, certain
Mm-hmm.
animals you see, it means something. But when you see them all three at one time, that's when it's like, okay. So, I looked up kind of a little bit, did some research on seeing the bunny, the bird,
Mm-hmm.
and the snake all together.
Yeah.
All of that is like a circle of a healing, a transformation, a new
Mm-hmm.
beginning. Let's just put it like this: a whole spiritual awakening. So I was pretty it's pretty accurate to me, because now that I see, I'm starting to realize and think this whole week it has been something. It's something that's changed about me. Something has healed that I haven't. I'm gonna say that I don't know yet, guys. And I know this sounds weird and funny, but it's like, you wake up with that same good feeling every morning, maybe for so many years, and then one morning you wake up, it's not there anymore. It's
Mm-hmm.
one of those feelings. Yeah, it's
Okay, I
so.
thought I was tripping.
No, you're not tripping, because it's one of those feelings, and I feel that now, and I'm trying to figure out, what has really healed. And I'm gonna say this: I feel like I know what has really healed, but it's in depth. I'm trying to get in depth with it. But so you felt that too.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had felt that recently, and I've also been seeing signs, angel numbers specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing angel numbers for like
Yeah.
months and even years. So that
Mm-hmm.
1222, that's my number right there, and I write
Mm.
it down, and I just make mental notes of like
Right.
all the signs that I see, and I put out like little messages, confirmations that I want to hear back from the universe,
Right.
and I do be seeing that just to make sure that I'm going on the right path and that, I'm still doing the work and my healing. And man, I'm so excited. Like, I feel something coming, like something exciting
Mm-hmm.
is about to happen. And I'm not sure exactly what, but I'm so excited. And
Mm-hmm. It's like you excited for really no reason, but you know it's a reason, but you don't know the reason. Does that make sense, y'all?
yeah.
you know.
Just to update you guys a little bit, I'm about to start working again. But this job, we were just saying in the last episode that you want a job that doesn't feel like a job, and this will be like the start of my career. And I'm gonna be doing something, helping, giving back, something that I normally do, and it was something that I used to struggle with as like being like a people pleaser, but now it's different for me because I know myself and I love myself enough to know my limitations and respect myself enough.
Mm-hmm.
And doing that, I won't be overdoing it. And then I get paid to just be me. Who wouldn't want that type of job, getting paid to be you?
Yeah,
So
that's a
I'm
that's
super
a
excited
blessing.
for that, and then for things to come.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the same way. Like I say, my journey. What's funny about this? Let's just be real, yes.
Yeah.
So we both have had interviews on the same day. Okay,
Mhm.
let's just be for real. And you can kind of tell like our journey is kind of aligned. It has its own path though,
Yeah.
but they're aligned at the same time. The same things that are happening for her is happening for me. What's happening for me happens for her. So I feel like we kind of have kind of intertwined on certain things in our journey. Do you agree on that?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like
Yeah.
I'll see like certain things that like happen to me, and then I'll be like, oh, that's kind of similar.
Right.
Like even like the way like I grew up is kind of similar, but like not fully similar.
Right, right,
You
right.
know?
I get what you exactly what you're saying. So it's
Yeah.
like, I think really to be honest, I think right now in this time, we knew each other
Hmm.
as me being your godmother, but I feel like now it's a different knowing. I don't know if you feel that, but I feel
Yeah.
that. And you guys, y'all need to start having talks with your kids. And I know that she's not my biological child, but maybe I'm gonna say this: she has to be my spiritual child because this is crazy how this all lines up. It all aligns, to be
Hmm.
honest, 100%. It all aligns 100%. But parents, you should start actually talking to your kids about different stuff about spiritual things on their path, basically their journey, because it's actually amazing to hear because you never know what aligns with what I'm saying with each other,
Yeah.
what bonds y'all share together. So this has been for me, it has been a great bonding experience to actually get to know. It's like I know her, don't get me
Hmm.
wrong, but it's like this new person I don't know. And it's not a
Yeah.
bad thing because sometimes y'all say that about your kids and it's a bad thing. Like, I don't know her. She need to get her shit together. No, it's not like that. It's like, oh, I see that it's a new her,
Hmm.
and this is her. Like how people change just for the people. No,
Hmm.
this is not what this is. This is actually a change that's indefinite. This is the new you. This
Yeah.
is the new me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's cool, and it's actually cool to see. I think I get surprised every day by something. For real, for
Yeah.
real. I think we get surprised every day, right?
Every day.
By something that just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. And then I also like believe that like when you see these people, like you don't really truly like know a person like they know themselves. So like when you get to share and you get to connect with these different types of people, which is why communication is so amazing that you get to meet these different types of people, but to learn a person on a deeper level rather than
Mm-hmm.
just the surface level of how they present themselves,
Right, right.
um, that it's amazing to see because you're shocked, you're surprised about like what you can actually learn. But like, oh, I didn't know you like doing that.
Right.
Like you see things that you wouldn't normally see on the daily basis. How you perceive them, you get a new
Perception.
perspective. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. No, you
perception,
right.
perspective,
Yeah.
perspective of that person. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. And then it also flows back into you because the person in front of you is also a version of you. And I believe you had said that.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was getting at too.
Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say it, so I was like, yeah. Yeah, definitely that. Definitely that. I'm enjoying this, and I'm gonna tell you guys something about the healing process. Give yourselves time to grieve, cry, laugh, be happy. Don't force it don't force it. I'm gonna tell you right now, because you can keep forcing it and keep forcing it, but it happens on its time. And I say, and too, I'm gonna say this too. I feel like it happens on its time, and it happens when your heart is ready to actually release. Because
Yeah.
I'm learning that myself. It's like when your heart ready to release it, you don't know because you're not gonna want to feel that way anymore. If you fine with feeling that way, feel it. Be in that
Hmm.
moment, but don't let it take you down. Because a lot of people
Yeah.
say, "Oh, get over it, get your ass up and do this and that." Now push yourself. Nah, healing is different from exercise.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It
I
is.
feel like it is. Other people got their own opinions, but we giving different opinions over these as pieces of our thoughts. Okay,
Hmm.
so don't come for us in the comments. This is just what we're saying on our journey. This is what makes it different from the rest of everybody.
Yeah.
We're telling you our thoughts and our journey. Okay, so I just feel like that. Don't rush it. Just take your time. Take your time, but at the same time, make sure you're getting, what I'm saying, you're getting progress.
Yeah.
You getting the goals checked off.
Hmm.
But I just feel like I woke up this week. I don't know, something's not there anymore,
That's good.
and now I have to go I'm gonna go inside though and see what's not there anymore
Mm-hmm.
because I want to know. I
Yeah.
really want to know, but I can feel a piece of the old me. It's not there. It's
Mm-hmm.
not there. It's gone. It's dead. R.I.P. R.I.P. to that piece of Latara, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. But that piece is gone. But I need to actually do some more digging subconsciously, because conscious in my conscious state of mind right now, when I get up, I don't know completely what it is, but I think subconsciously I need to figure it out. But it's a good thing. It's been great. It's been a I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, it's like I want to say a bunch of words, but it's not a word for how I feel. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's unspeakable. But
Mhm.
speaking of like letting go and being like a new version of yourself, I had wrote down this quote or this thought one time, and it said, "I may have turned the new leaf, but I am still the same tree." So, and that basically
Mhm.
means that yeah, I may have, you know,
Mhm.
released that, but I'm still released that version of me, or forgave a certain situation, or you know changed my mind, but I'm still that same tree. So even though those leaves fall, trees change all the time.
Seasonal.
It changes seasons and everything. So when I had wrote that down, I was like, yeah, that dang, that's deep.
No, that is deep because it is like a tree
Hmm.
changing seasons. You feel this way this season, you feel that way that season. Yeah, I agree with
Hmm.
you on that. I agree with you on that. But yeah, it's I can feel. You know what though? I think it's something universal going on. People not
Yeah,
speaking about it, but I feel like the energy is changing. People are changing. And you
absolutely.
got people that stagnant. Come on, let's don't get it twisted. It's
True
still
that.
some of y'all out there that's just twiddling your thumbs and got your, thumb up your ass. Let's be real, okay? You do. And that's fine. No judgment here. No judgment here. But it's the world is I can feel the energy. Just, going into stores and brushing shoulders with different people, the conversations are even different. I don't know if you
Hmm.
noticed that the conversations with people are different. Or is it this though?
Hmm.
It could be this. Not the people are changing, I'm changing, so I'm attracting different people. That's
That could be
deep.
it.
That's deep.
That could be it.
Yeah. Yeah, that can definitely be it. Yeah, because I'm attracting more people that are more aligned with my thought process and how I'm out here healing, and more peaceful people. People that's not on edge and ready to run through a brick wall. For real, y'all. Because I'd have been at the anger level before. I'm not at that anymore. I'm pretty calm, cool, and collect. But I think that's where too the workouts and the exercise, the nature
Oh
trails,
yeah.
the
It
hiking.
it
I feel like
changes
all
your
that.
whole mind.
Yeah, it does. I feel like it do. I feel like it helps a lot. You guys, if you dealing with anxiety or what I'm saying,
Anger.
right, anger or stress, like just take a walk. You don't even have to jog. You don't have to run. Just take a walk
Hmm.
for real, and it helps me. I know it helps me a lot, a whole lot. It helps with my thought patterns, and it helps in my creativity.
Yeah. So when we go and we take our walks, like usually in the morning towards the afternoon, we take those walks, and heck, the thought process starts rolling. I mean, something that I couldn't get clarity on before, I go out on this trail and then I get some type of clarity. Or when
Hmm.
we're even together on this trail, we're talking, and
That's
I,
true.
I get more insight. So my mind is more open when I'm in nature because it's more peaceful and it's more free flowing. And that's why it's so good to get outside. That's why they be like, go touch some grass. Yes, it's time for y'all to get outside, go touch some grass, touch some trees. Oh man, today I had touched this
Don't touch
tree.
no grass
Oh,
if y'all allergic to grass, though. I'm sorry.
oh.
I'm just thinking about that. About that. That's funny. Okay, keep
Yeah,
going.
but today I had touched this tree, and this tree was so funny to me because I was like, because I had seen a TikTok, and it was like try to see and communicate with the trees, get the tree to touch you. So I had
Hmm.
held my hand
Be a
at a
tree hugger.
distance, and the tree kept on brushing against me. I said, "Oh, this is so nice." Yeah, I'm really enjoying nature, and I've been out there picking berries. I know I gotta start being mindful because some of
Yeah.
that could probably be poisonous.
Yeah,
And I
y'all.
know
She
they
be
have.
out there just picking berries like crazy.
I
But they
do.
good berries though, you know. But still, I be like, make sure they're not poisonous. I'm talking about she is wallowing in nature
Uh
right now.
huh.
She is spinning her like a dog you see playing in the grass. That's her in nature, baby. Let me tell you. She is enjoying every piece of
I'm
this.
just being my kid like self
No, and
in
that's the thing
nature.
about it. That is great that you are.
Yeah.
You're supposed to bring, man, your kid likes it. You're supposed to bring that into
Hmm.
nature. That's the good thing about it. I'm telling you, you be so free.
Absolutely. And like
Hmm.
even when we go to the beach or like we running in the grass or like heck, I thought about going chasing butterflies, but they went too far in that forest for me. But I was
Right.
going to chase some butterflies, and they got
Right.
some beautiful dragonflies. It's just beautiful out there, and just seeing all these different animals and creatures. Going back to like the meaning behind it, like seeing that snake, seeing that bunny rabbit, and
No, snakes
oh,
with an S, y'all. Not
snakes
just
plural.
snake. It was snakes with S. Okay.
Yeah, seeing all that,
Make
and
that
I
clear.
can't wait to see like the more animals to come because what we
Nah,
seen? We
not
seen a
me.
car.
I seen
No,
enough. Let me stop. I'm just playing.
no.
No, but
Oh,
yeah, we did see a cardinal. I seen a blue jay too. I seen a blue jay
yeah,
today. That was different.
yeah.
That
You
was
did.
different. Yes, I
I want to
did.
see. I was thinking about blue jays when I was walking. I was like,
I
dang, I
seen
want to
one.
see one.
Yeah, I did. I seen one.
Oh, they
That's what I'm
also got
saying.
turtles out there too, y'all.
There's so much stuff out there,
So
y'all. We ain't
much.
ran up on everything yet, and I ain't trying to. Y'all hear me? But if it does happen, just let us be safe and protected. That's all I gotta say. Let us be ready.
Right. Let them animals be animals though. We're in their habitat.
Yeah, for real, for real. I just want to get on this because it just seems like we said we free flowing, but this seems like this is gonna be a healing episode. Okay,
Uh-huh.
um, of and and this is just what I feel right now. I'm gonna put this out there for anybody that's listening right now, and you are really ready to heal. You're tired of running around in circles. Like you're tired of feeling how you feel. Touch your heart right now. And I mean with your hands. Touch your heart and tell your heart that, you're ready and that
Mhm.
it's time, right? Let's put the energy in there, guys. We got to start actually touching ourselves.
Mhm.
Not just calling or calling out things or speaking things. Touch yourself too. You have a headache. Touch your head. Tell your head to why is this headache happening? Because some people think headaches happen because it's something wrong in your body, like you're sick. I had just realized this, y'all, about my headaches because I didn't start getting I don't have headaches for real. I didn't start getting headaches until I started working out, right? This is the
Mhm.
fun thing about this. Remember I kept telling you, I'm like, okay, well maybe we need some electrolytes, let's up that, right? We
Yeah.
did all that. We upped our intake of water, electrolytes, and all of that. But this is the craziest thing. People tell you, oh, it can be a medical condition. Y'all, for real, once I remember that day I was telling you guys that
Hmm.
I feel like that I can feel the right side of my brain unlocking,
Oh
right?
yeah, I remember
Okay.
that.
When I spoke that, I started that night, I massaged, back of my neck from up to my head, and I was like, free the blockage,
Yeah.
because I can feel it's like it wasn't a normal headache. And ever since I've said that, to be honest, 100%, I haven't had a headache like that. Like the day over the days of the course of the day, like that first day I did it, then the next day it was like, okay, the headache will come, but it will go away, right? Now
Mhm.
today I haven't had a headache, right?
Oh wow.
So whatever
See, I
that
need to try
was,
that.
right. And I think that's a part, that right side of my brain is a part of that creative flow. I feel
Yeah.
like, and y'all don't get, I know some of y'all get in this comments and say something about, you doctors, you scholars, hey, come in the comments. I'm fine with that. But guess what? I'm going off of what I feel. Okay.
Mhm.
That right side of my brain, I feel like it's some type of, I had a block in my creativity. And I feel like the trauma had a block in my creativity. But see, I think my brain had to keep catch up with the healing process, right? So I think now it has caught up. Maybe I just answered my own question.
Maybe
When I
you
say
just
what was
did.
that I don't feel anymore, that's gone away, maybe it's that block.
Oh.
That, you know what I'm saying, now that creative flow, it should flow a little bit better. And each day it should flow a little bit better. Okay, see
Mhm.
y'all, look at us. We
Look at
blues
that.
clues in it right on the
Blues Clues.
podcast.
Okay.
That's crazy. Now, when I figured that out, I think I definitely have figured that out. Like, oh, okay. So let's start speaking to those. If your hips hurt, if your legs hurt, if your feet hurt, let's start speaking that life into our bodies, into ourselves, right?
Mhm. And then speaking of that, like when I had just seen this video, I had came across a video here on YouTube, and they were saying that your body holds grief. So
Mm-hmm.
when you're not able to heal or process those emotions, it gets stored in your body. And the main
Mm-hmm.
places are usually in your hips and in the back of your neck, or like in your
Mm-hmm.
shoulders area. So
Mm-hmm.
you got to be
I can
able
see
to
that
process that. And then working out definitely helps get that movement, that
energy.
stagnation.
Mm-hmm.
um it removes it. And then also, like you hold trauma in your stomach too, so I think your body tells you a lot, um going forward on your healing journey too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're facing a certain issue with your body, and even acupuncture, that can relieve
Mm-hmm.
some of your stress, or going to get massages, those could also relieve some of your stress. And then you can also do therapy. Um, therapy, you can start with your mind if you want to. Start with your mind, work on your physical, incorporate that into your daily life, and that could be a part of your healing. But also, you have to understand your mind and what your body needs at the time. So, as you start listening to your body more, your intuition get gets better
Right.
because you start listening to yourself. And a part of that is also being honest and truthful to yourself. And because if you can't trust yourself, what makes you think that you could trust somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, if you don't even have respect for yourself, how can you expect somebody else to respect you? I lost my place. Again, we
Let's
free
keep it
flowing.
going. Right. Free flowing, y'all. Of the healing energy. Free flowing. I think
Mhm.
she's super happy today, y'all.
I
That's all this is.
am.
She is super happy because a lot of things are moving forward for her. And, we'll talk about that in a whole nother, what I'm saying, thing. Because we don't wanna over here, we don't want to speak too many things out. We like things to come in, okay? And when
Mhm.
things come in and it's set in stone, we'll speak about it because we don't need nobody,
Mhm.
trying to come up at
Absolutely.
right. We want to keep our energy. So, but yeah,
Right.
it's a yeah. Today is a great day for her actually, and I know that's where all this energy coming from. But we been, what I'm saying, we being real and raw, like. Hey, we giving you bloopers. We giving you it all, though. You know what I'm saying? Even when we're
Right.
being, even when we on cue. But yeah, today is a like I say, it has been it's been a good day today for me
Mhm.
also too. And like I say, I'm just glad. Oh yeah, and speaking on the healing thing too, I know that I have had a lot of grief and missing loved ones who are, passed away. Okay. Um it's been a lot of that in my life, but like I say, now I can feel that energy. It's like at first I was thinking, because they're not here physically. And I know, trust me, y'all, I know that they're still, I'm saying, around spiritually, but not here in the flesh. It has been hard for me in my journey in life. But now I'm starting to realize that the more and more I heal from that, the more and more closer I feel them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the
Could
more and
you
more closer I
explain?
feel them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go
Could
ahead.
you explain grieving to me?
Like to my
Yeah.
grieving,
Yeah. Like
basically,
grieving,
and
like what does it mean?
Like basically, let's just say, when my grandmother passed. My grandmother passed when I was 9 years old. And I have been grieving that. And when I say grieve that, I miss actually having, what I'm saying, a grandmother. I miss having that grandmother's love. I miss having somebody who's like, when, what I'm saying, your mom dropping a ball, your grandma come in and catch it and make a whole full touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, grieving on that, like just the missing, grieving is just the missing of her presence. Just it's been a lot of times that I wish that my granny was here, but now that I'm here at this point, it was like she never left. She's always been here because a piece of her is in me,
Yeah,
right?
that's real.
Yeah, a piece of her is in me. I know that sounds probably cliche, but this is for real. A piece of her is in me, so I feel her on the daily, all the time, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that healing. I'm thankful
Mhm.
for that, for real, for real. I'm actually thankful for that, and also actually losing, what I'm saying, one of my shoot, my best friend, my lover, what I'm saying, like everything, fiance, like that didn't happen too. So that was a whole nother, and that's like more recent than, what I'm saying, my grandmother, because what that happened at what 29 in my life. So that was hard too. But then once I started healing, because it's a lot of stuff you want to say. You know what I'm saying? The people who are gone, that has passed away, and you couldn't say it. But it's a lot of things I already had said, but it's like at the same time, I just say them anyway. I think that's a part of my healing. So now, I think now I have actually grown
Mhm.
from that. So, sometimes those things too can affect your relationships. It can affect, and I'm just not talking about relationships with spouses, y'all. I'm talking about all relationships.
Mhm.
So now I'm looking at life way different now, I guess, from healing from all of that. I can see what all of that has kind of held me back in a way. So yeah, today I feel like those those griefs that I had, they're no longer there. They're replaced with, good energy. They're replaced with, instead of thinking about a loss, they're replaced with a positive. And you know what I'm saying? It's like basically, you know what? You were here for this, and thinking about the good times, and just like, you know what? You live within me. You shall live on, forever, but
Mhm.
you live within me. But yeah, that's been a long journey when we talk about healing, because it ain't
Yeah.
just about healing yourself. It's a lot goes into this, and yeah, it has been a lot of things that I've had to heal from, for real, for real. And like I say, each episode I speak about a different healing that I had to heal from. But today it really was the passing of people, family members and friends. Yeah, that has played a big part on my heart. And you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I send my love and my peace to someone who has, you lost anyone that's close to you, because I understand how you feel. That is a hard pill to swallow. But hey, my light and my love goes out to everybody who's lost someone like
Mhm.
very dear and near to them, because that is so hard. It is.
Wow. For me, I'm still learning to miss people. I know how to love people like deeply, but like to miss them.
Elaborate. What you mean to miss them?
Like because I lose people and then yeah, of course I'm hurt that I lost that person, but overall like I'm content with
Okay,
it.
when you
With
speaking,
uh,
you guys, I think when she's speaking about losing, I don't think, are you talking about death, or are you talking about actually just people, or are you evolving, so people are going out of your life, like old friends, or old, are you talking about like that, relationships? But are you, or which one are you talking about? Are you talking about a physical death or a spiritual death?
both.
Okay, so
Both.
yeah, but give us an example of someone who passed away that you're saying basically, that you're trying to understand, like you miss them, but there's no attachment. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
there's no attachment to them. So they may like probably miss me more than I'll miss them.
Okay, so you're
You
not
know?
talking about death. You're
Hold
not
on.
talking about
Yeah.
people who are dead, because
Okay.
people
Then
who
I'm
are
not
dead
talking
are
about
not
people.
gonna probably. Guys, let me tell you something. I know if I died today or tomorrow, I don't take this the wrong way, but guess what? I'm moving on to the next. So it's time. You know what I'm saying? You way evolved. You ascending at that point. So what are you saying? You got to give, yeah, because I'm trying to
Okay, well,
understand
I'm
this,
talking about
guys.
like multiple different situations because like I also didn't get to really know my grandma. Like I
Right.
didn't really get to know her.
Right.
So
So that's why you don't have that attachment there, because you
yeah,
were
I don't got
young.
no
Yeah,
attachment to
you were
that.
super young, so you
Yeah,
didn't really get to. It's not stuck in a memory loop, right? It's only certain things you remember because you were so young.
yeah, and
Okay.
then like with also like old friendships, I don't have those type of attachments to people. Like, well, I mean, it's a process. Well,
Hmm.
maybe I just don't think about it now.
Oh, are you suppressing it?
I don't think so.
Mm.
No, I think I've grown from it.
Oh,
Like
I can
I'm in a
believe
whole,
that. I believe you can grow
in
from
a
it.
different timeline. Like I not even think about, you know, like yeah, I enjoyed the times we had, but
Yeah, but that's totally different.
is it
Yes, then
okay?
somebody just, okay. That's just like me right now. If we're getting done with the podcast and I just drop and die, like
Oh
that's gonna affect you.
yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying? Because you are attached. We have an attachment. We have watched each other at a certain age grow and all of that. So that's what I'm saying. So with you,
ah
you are speaking of your detachment from people that are here in the physical, still alive, okay?
okay.
Still alive. And I get where you're going with this, because I'm trying to understand. Y'all, this ain't for y'all, this for me, okay? But for y'all that know, no. But yeah, so yeah, I see what you're saying about not having that attachment to a person that has done something to you, or you guys have grown apart, so you don't miss them as much. At first you do, and it's like, oh, okay, you may have a thought process, but then you don't, because now it's like, okay, they're gone, right?
Mm.
They're gone, so they're not even no more in my view. They're not even more in my memory or my head. If that's what you're saying,
Oh yeah.
so basically, you have completely deleted. You have completely. She completely deleting y'all. You hear me? Hey, I feel you. It's like you don't exist. I get it. I get it. I get it. So you completely delete people. Like basically, like, boop, you no longer fit in my life. I don't even know who you are. Like, no, I get it. Okay, yeah, I just had to get it for
Oh
me.
wow.
Ah, girl, that was hilarious. I
Well,
get it.
I guess I do that, guys.
Right. She's completely deleting people. Well, me on the other note, I don't have, I guess I get what you're saying too. It's not like I don't delete people, guys. I don't delete, because guess what? I'm gonna tell you why I don't delete. I used to delete, being around your age. I used to do that. But guess what? It's always that one, two, three person that come back around.
Hmm.
They always come back around. It depends on who. Can't tell you which one, but they always come back. And I'm not saying coming back in your sliding your DMs. I'm not talking about your text messages. I'm not talking about
Okay.
putting comments on anything. I'm not talking about your Facebook. These people literally physically, you can see them in the store. You didn't plan that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even though you deleting, hey, sometimes the universe brings them back.
I wouldn't even know what to do in that type of situation.
You deleting people, would you even remember them?
I guess
How
I'll
they
remember
look?
them, like if it
Ah,
comes up, like if
oh,
I see them in person, like,
yeah.
there is still people. Well, I mean, I take what I've learned from that person,
Right. And you moved
but
on. I get what you're
yeah,
saying. I know.
I
I
guess
got
I
what you're
moved
saying.
on.
I got you now. I just
Yeah,
had to make sure we was on the same page. No, I
yeah.
got you now. It's just like, okay, I learned from that. Delete. We moving on from that. And I get that, because that's how I am too. Just, we done. Like, and I think, but this is what I'm saying, as being older, even when you do that, they still come back. They come back.
So
I don't know
what?
how they even get back, but they always come
Hmm.
back.
So what does it mean to miss someone to you? Like, what does that mean to you to miss someone?
That is so broad. That is like a broad question. What do you mean to miss someone? I just explained it
Yeah,
when I said about, um
not like is so missing someone is grieving them.
yeah, but you can miss someone without grieving them. You can be in a relationship and miss your spouse when they go into another country for a job. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's that's why I say it's
So
so
you,
broad. Like, you know what I'm saying? You
mm,
can, you can with the grieving, it's like literally you're hurting and you're processing that they're gone.
okay. So I just seen like a YouTube video, and she had asked the question. She was like, okay, let's say for some you can have like the fairy tale love of your dream, and you get to have that, but then there's gonna be a breakup at the end of it. Would you still would you still do this? And it's like your ultimate like fantasy type love story. Would you still do it or no? Some people be like, no, I'm not doing that. Why would I, be heartbroken? Or and then some people like,
I would
yeah,
do
because
it.
I get the
I
experience.
would do it
I'm the type of person
because
to do it.
right, I'm the type of person I would do it just to get the experience of I got the person that loves me and I love them because that's hard to even find. So
Yeah.
even to just to experience that for a little bit of time, it's like okay, I experienced it before I left this earth. So I would do it too. I would definitely,
Okay, so how would that feel after
Well, you're
you
probably
you
gonna be
dealt with it?
devastated.
You're gonna be
Shit, you're probably gonna
devastated. So
be.
how would you miss
You
that
probably
person?
are. You're gonna probably miss them. You're probably gonna miss it because now you
So
have
you would
got
just reminisce on it.
you, and which is comes with missing. You're gonna
Okay, I gotta
reminisce,
look up the
and
word
you're gonna
missing.
miss a person. It's gonna happen. It happens all the time. Just like you gonna miss your sister. If you know what I'm saying, you miss your mother. I'm just saying, y'all giving examples because she trying to understand, about me. But that's 100% like just like when I left for those months and went on my, what I'm
Yeah,
saying, excursion journey, traveling. What
yeah,
you
I
said,
did miss
it's time to
you.
come home. I missed you.
Yeah.
Even though
Okay,
she
so I
said,
missed
y'all,
like
and then
the.
she gonna say, talking about, I forgot what your face looked like, so it's time to come home. I miss you. What? No, you
I
didn't. She was
did.
just exaggerating. But yeah, that's a feeling. I think what you're feeling is because you have came from a way more smaller knit family than me. It was just really only, what I'm saying, your grandma and your mama and your sisters. You know what I'm saying? So I get why what you're saying. You haven't been through something where it has made you completely grieve for somebody. Just keep it living. Well, I know when I'm gonna say, just keep saying good morning. Just keep it living. And that's a part of the experience. I hope nobody ever has to go through that, but that's a part of the experience. People live, people die. People live, people die. And you know what I'm saying? And it
Yeah.
keeps, and it starts over. But that's just something you haven't experienced yet. That's all.
Wow.
That's just something you haven't experienced yet. That's why you don't understand. Now I got the deeper knowledge of what you were saying. You don't understand what it feels like to grieve a person because too, you haven't even really had like been in a relationship with a boyfriend either. Like I know you date, but you haven't even been. You haven't even had that. Oh, that first breakup where what I'm saying.
I had
You
my
hurt
heart
them.
broken there.
You had. Let's be for real, and we're not getting
I
on that right
cried
now.
some
Yeah,
nights.
you saying that. Y'all, and look, I'm not dismissing her. She is my goddaughter, so I know what she's talking about. Sometimes she go from 0 to 100. I have to bring her back for real. But honestly, 100%, she hasn't experienced that where she has had grief. And that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Some of us experience it very early. Some of us experience it in mid age. Some of us experience it younger. So hey, trust me, it's a lot of grief out there. So it goes around. Not saying I want it to go around, guys. I'm being funny. But yeah, but honestly, let's be real, grief is real. And you
Grief is
just
real.
haven't experienced it yet. That's
Okay.
why you don't understand what it feels like to, what I'm saying, miss a person or grieve a person because you haven't really experienced it yet. So
Okay.
yeah, see, that's all. You haven't really, but you know what I'm saying. It will come a time. I don't wish this on nobody to have to miss or grieve someone, but come on, y'all, it happens.
Yeah, that's
You
life.
know, that's life. It happens. But yeah, it happens. So I get what you're
Wow.
saying. Yeah, that's why it's not like something wrong with you because I don't know when I'm done. I don't miss a person. That's not the problem. It's like when you do have relationships, they're short lived. You get what I'm saying?
Tight.
Your friendships, you know what I'm saying? If you meet somebody new, they just short lived. So now, the more older and more mature you get, you're going to want relationships that are more long lived.
Yeah.
See? And I think you're at that moment now, like where you like, I want, what I'm
Well,
saying,
I mean,
friendships. And I'm not talking about relationships, you know what I'm saying, because I'm just talking about even that. If she find, you know what I'm saying, an actual spouse, but I'm just saying it's friendships, like open it up
mm,
for you. I think now it will because
yeah.
you healing from stuff and you learning stuff now.
But yeah, like even like going into like friendships and relationships, I always think of it as a long term until they mess up, and then I gotta see you differently. And I said that's when they mess up. When I start seeing them differently, that's when they mess up,
Yeah, and that's
and I
fine,
can't
but
go back.
yeah, you probably can go back, but the universe always brings someone of them back because
Oh
it
my
could be
goodness.
a lesson that you need to learn still. And what you have to understand, the way you just said that, it was like a little hate was in your heart.
Oh
So
really?
that's something that you need to
Ooh.
heal. Healing. For real. The
Wait,
way you
which
just
part was
said
it?
it. Like the way you just said about they do something to you. And you know what I'm saying? They're done. Like
No,
I
I
when
still
people,
forgive
you know what I'm
you.
saying, when people at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you did something to me. And I know I used to be like that too, but now it's like you did something to me, love and light, going by your business. You know what I'm saying? We going in separate directions. I don't got no animosity towards you. Actually, I
Yeah.
would even speak to you in a grocery store if I seen you, but that's about it. Hey, how you doing? Moving it on.
Yeah, I'm very
Ain't no,
cordial.
time for all that because you got to understand this, y'all. And everybody needs to understand this. People are here to mess up.
Yeah.
You just was that was a part of your ascension. That was a part of your evolution for them to mess up with you. How are you going to take it and how you going to get over it? That's
True
just,
that.
you know what I'm saying? So I thank all of you. I thank every person who have hurt
Oh
me
my gosh,
because you made me better.
was that Dear Cyrus? Silence?
Yes, yes, that's one of my favorite songs. Shouts out,
It's
shouts
on my
out.
playlist.
I had to tell you thank you
Hmm.
because for
For
real,
making me the person that I am today.
right? Like thank you. Like I'm not even now. I feel like when you feel like they can f off and they can do this and that. That's when I feel like you holding something in your heart head. Like you know what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying? Like you holding hatred. But when you can freely say, "Hey, thank you," you're looking at that from a totally different perspective. The maturity, your spiritual growth, your evolution, it all plays in that when you look
okay.
at it in that way. And that's the way I look at it now. Thank
See,
you.
yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
I think I gotta go listen to that song now. Yeah.
Do your little meditating too when your heart seems like a little heavy.
All
It
right
seems a
now.
little heavy. The scales is off. Like, let's go. I need you to get them back aligned.
I,
I was just messing with her, guys, by the way. So, don't come for me. But yeah, for real though. That was good that we even got on that conversation because, and y'all listen. Don't be out here judging us because we have certain questions and certain things. Everybody, y'all, this is a learning experience for all of us. And I want to say that I don't know why that came to me, but it did. But I said it. I put it out there.
she said what she
This
said.
is a judge-free zone.
Hmm.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying? We come together. This is a community where we come together with
Hmm.
questions that we usually are afraid to even say or ask because we feel like people are gonna judge us or feel like we're dumb or stupid. We're not, okay? We're
Okay.
not, So this is a learning experience for everyone.
Hmm.
It really is. It really is. But now I want y'all to do something for me.
Yeah.
I want you to go to your quiet place, wherever that is, and ask yourself, what is it that I need to heal today? Ask yourself that. See what yourself says. Even if you feel like, oh, there's nothing I need to heal. Yes, it is. Healing is constant.
Hmm.
And I'm saying, y'all, because it's something that we all working on and healing, but it's something inside of us that we ain't started healing yet. We don't see it just yet.
Yeah.
So ask yourself, what is that I need to heal today?
Hmm. And if nothing comes into mind, write it down, or just write whatever you thinking at the moment, and then let that free flow, and then surely it'll
Mm-hmm.
come to you. That's what I do,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to
Mm-hmm.
talk to myself a lot.
You you're supposed to talk to your. I feel like you're supposed to.
No, I talk to myself for like
No, I do
three
too.
hours.
Okay, what's
I,
wrong with that? For real.
I don't think nothing's wrong with it. I be having great conversations. I
I
mean,
I
it's a
you I
conversation.
talk to myself a lot too. So I feel like you're supposed to talk to yourself. You're supposed to. How you gonna get yourself together? How you gonna understand how yourself feel? Like you're supposed to.
Yeah, don't let society make you feel crazy.
Nah, that's not crazy at all. In my book anyway. It is not crazy. I feel like it's very therapeutic when I'm sitting there asking myself different questions. And even if I don't get an answer right off bat, sometimes I have to double ask myself the question and the answer comes the next day. Or sometimes the answer comes some weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I get an answer.
Yeah. And you
Hmm.
gonna know when you got the answer because you gonna be like,
Yep. It's gonna be
uh-huh.
like that light bulb came on. Ding. You know? So yeah, it is fine talking. It is fine talking to yourself. For real. I'm just being honest. Especially you trying to get through them thoughts. Because it's a lot of thoughts to get through.
Oh, we gotta get
Hmm.
through the noise and all that.
You really do. This is true.
And
So
sometimes you have thoughts that's your ego that you gotta get through. Hey, because
I gotta
you know
keep
your
it in
ego
check.
gonna be telling you, "Tuh,
Yep.
forget that, bump that."
Yep.
But you know you gotta get a deeper understanding and you
Yeah,
gotta
you do.
heal.
You gotta get a
You gotta
deeper
work on
understanding.
it.
We gotta work on this. That's too much. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. Well, guys, um, like I say, today has been a great day, and we're gonna backtrack on just giving you guys love and light of healing. Like I say, take your time, find your place, find
Hmm.
what you want to heal too. Like, and don't pick and choose either what you want to heal.
Oh, you gotta
When
work
I
on it
say find
all.
what you want to heal, yeah, all of it. You know, don't try to pick at you like, oh, I ain't gonna, no, I don't want to deal with that. No, because if you don't, right, and you just pick and choose, you're gonna miss out on your ascension. You're gonna miss out on evolving. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of this stuff that we don't choose to heal, it kind of like blocks us. It takes away from our creativity. It takes away from the flow of how things flow. What do they call it? That sacred flow?
Yeah, sacral. Hmm.
Yeah, that sacred flow. We don't want to take that away. I always want that. For real, for real. I
Hmm.
always want that. But yeah, just everybody just take it light and easy because I'm telling y'all, it's transformations are happening. I can feel it in the air. I don't know what's really going on, but I'm grateful for it.
Me too.
Cause right now in these times, everything is kind of crazy. Like it is crazy. But guess what? I still can smile through that all and find my peace within it. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful for that.
Mhm. Me too.
All right, guys. So y'all have a great day. And remember, this is Pieces
Pieces
of
of
Our
our thoughts.
Thoughts.
And y'all stay tuned for another episode. Bye.